Thank you for visiting the Shiver Sphere. Enjoy. The open road called to us, promising adventure and freedom, and so my friends and I embarked on a road trip that would etch an indelible mark on our memories. As we traveled through the winding highways, we stumbled upon a quaint town that seemed frozen in time, its streets lined with antique stores and old-fashioned lampposts. Intrigued, we decided to make a brief stop to stretch our legs and explore the town's peculiar charm. As we wandered through the narrow streets, an odd sense of déjà vu crept over us. The buildings, the faces of the locals, even the rustling of leaves in the breeze, it all felt eerily familiar. We dismissed the sensation as a trick of the mind and continued our exploration. The townsfolk exchanged knowing glances, their expressions etched with a silent warning. Unfazed, we ventured deeper into the heart of the town, drawn by an invisible force that seemed to pull us into its mysterious embrace. Time lost its meaning as we meandered through the labyrinth of streets, the architecture blurred into a disorienting mix of past and present, and the sun hung in a perpetual state of late afternoon. Unease gnawed at us, but curiosity propelled us forward. As we attempted to leave the town, a disconcerting realization dawned upon us. The roads looped in on themselves, leading us in an endless circle. No matter which direction we chose, the familiar landmarks reappeared, mocking our futile attempts to escape. Panic-setting as the realization sank in, we were trapped in a strange, perpetual loop. With each passing hour, the town's charm morphed into a sinister facade. The locals, once passive observers, now wore expressions of hollow despair. A sense of foreboding hung in the air as we desperately sought a way out of the nightmarish loop that ensnared us. The quaint storefronts that once beckoned with curiosity now seemed to leer at us with malicious intent. Faces peered from behind dusty curtains, their eyes fixated on our every move. The town, once frozen in a timeless moment, pulsated with an ominous energy that seeped into our very souls. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the silent streets, we stumbled upon an ancient-looking bookstore. Its weathered sign bore a cryptic symbol that seemed to resonate with the mysterious forces that held us captive. Desperation guided us into the bookstore, where a wise-looking old man awaited behind a creaky counter. His eyes, pools of ancient wisdom, met ours with an understanding that transcended words. He spoke of a curse that had befallen the town, a malevolent force that condemned its residents to an eternal loop, reliving the same moments over and over again. The only escape, he explained, lay in unraveling the mystery that bound the town. With a solemn warning, he handed us a tattered map that marked a peculiar building at the town center, an abandoned mansion with a dark history. As we navigated the town's maze-like streets, we reached the mansion, its decaying facade a testament to the horrors that unfolded within. The air grew heavy with anticipation as we explored its haunting corridors, piecing together the fragments of a tragic past. In the depths of the mansion, we discovered an ancient ritual room, its walls adorned with symbols that resonated with the bookstore's cryptic sign. With a surge of courage, we performed a ritual to break the curse, our voices echoing through the silent halls. As the final words left our lips, the town quivered with an otherworldly energy. The loop shattered and reality warped around us. The once frozen world unfurled into the tapestry of time, releasing us from its spectral clutches. We emerged into the daylight, the town behind us now a distant memory. The road stretched out before us once again, but the echoes of the strange small town lingered. A chilling reminder that some places exist on the fringes of reality, where time itself dances to an eerie and unsettling tune. road stretched out before us, an endless ribbon of asphalt disappearing into the horizon. The promise of adventure lingered in the air as my friends and I embarked on a road trip, eager to escape the mundane and embrace the unknown. Little did we know that the journey would spiral into a nightmarish descent into the heart of darkness. As we drove deeper into the night, the landscape transformed. The comforting glow of city lights gave way to an oppressive darkness that enveloped the isolated highway. The only company was the rhythmic hum of the engine and the occasional flicker of distant stars in the vast expanse above. An eerie stillness settled over the car as we navigated through desolate stretches of road. The dense woods on either side seemed to press in, their shadows reaching out like ghostly fingers. Unsettling whispers of wind rustled through the trees, creating an otherworldly symphony that sent shivers down our spines. In the distance, we spotted a lone figure standing on the side of the road. As we approached, the headlights revealed a hitchhiker, a disheveled man with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce through the darkness. Hesitation gripped us, but a sense of empathy compelled us to pull over. The man climbed into the back seat, his presence casting an immediate pall over the car. His clothes reeked of damp earth, and his gaze remained fixed on the road ahead. Unsettling silence filled the car, broken only by the rhythmic thud of our hearts. As the miles passed, the hitchhiker's demeanor shifted. He began muttering incomprehensible words, his voice low and guttural. The air inside the car thickened with a palpable unease, and glances exchanged between my friends mirrored the growing sense of dread. Suddenly, the hitchhiker's mutterings intensified into a haunting chant. The car's interior seemed to vibrate with an unseen force as his words resonated with an unnatural power. Panic gripped us, and I struggled to maintain control of the vehicle as the road itself seemed to twist and warp. A flicker of movement caught my eye in the rearview mirror. The hitchhiker's reflection now distorted, his features contorted into an otherworldly visage. The air turned frigid, and the car's headlights flickered, casting a fleeting glimpse of the road ahead. With a surge of terror, I realized that the landscape had transformed. The once familiar highway had given way to a winding, shadowy path that led into the heart of an impenetrable forest. Panic set in as I attempted to turn the car around, but the road stretched endlessly, trapping us in a nightmare of our own making. The hitchhiker's chanting reached a crescendo, the air alive with a malevolent energy. Desperation fueled our attempts to escape the twisted road, but the forest seemed to close in, its dark embrace swallowing us whole. In a final act of defiance, the hitchhiker's chanting ceased. The car lurched to a stop, surrounded by an oppressive silence. The forest loomed, its ancient trees whispering secrets known only to the shadows. The hitchhiker, now vanished, left us stranded in this nightmarish realm. As the echoes of our own fears reverberated through the stillness, we realized that the road trip had become an odyssey into the supernatural, a journey from which there was no escape. The twisted path stretched before us, a haunting reminder that some roads, once taken, lead to places where the boundary between reality and nightmare is forever blurred. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.